Hey, check this out. Two more athletes, two more coincidences.
What?
Gee.
Don't say it, don't say it.
I wonder.
No, God!
What could be the cause?
'Cause you're wrong.
Two things at once.
Yeah, it's a real conundrum. I'm Jazz Berganzo and this.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
So what's next? What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt, new for 2024. Happy New Year, America. Well, just because it's a new year doesn't mean the nonsense and shenanigans stop. Hopefully, God willing, it's a blessed year for you and to those closest to you, and of course, blessings for everyone. But anywho, on to the matter at hand. What are the odds that there are two more athletes, two more coincidences happen, and they're both guys under the age of 30? Gee, I wonder what could be the cause. It's mind-boggling. It's a conundrum, if you will. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Cleveland's Elijah Moore seems to go into convulsions after tackling during a Jets-Browns game. Shocking video of the tackle during a Thursday night's Jets-Browns game shows Cleveland wide receiver Elijah Moore lapsing into convulsions after a headfirst slam into the turf, or so we think. Moore was tackled from behind by New York Jets linebacker C.J. Mosley in the late second quarter and was set slamming headlong into the grass, Fox News reported. Amazon Prime Video broadcast camera zoomed in on the fallen player, revealing he had been driven into the grass so hard that a clot of turf had been lodged into his face mask, but in short order it also appeared he was involuntary convulsing as he laid there.
On second down and 7, Flacco throws, that's caught. Moore. For the last few minutes he has had to the 50-yard line. He goes, C.J. Mosley makes the tackle. He's now caught 5 on 6 targets for 61 yards, and he needs a little extra time.
Everyone immediately stepped away from the fallen player and called for training staff and medical assistance. Eventually, staffers could help Moore walk off the field under his own power. However, he never returned to the game. Dr. Evan Jeffries, who did not treat Moore, who was not at the game, claimed that on post on X that the convulsions were, quote, involuntary from a brain injury. But you were not there. And then after multiple views of the video, it turned out that it was more so of his shoulder going into the turf than his actual head. Yeah. Crazy, isn't it? And we go from that to this. Pro wrestler Curtis Mad Kirk Chapman dies suddenly at 26. British pro wrestler Curtis Mad Kirk Chapman, has reportedly died at only 26, as promoters said on December 29th. Revolution Pro Wrestler announced on Instagram that British wrestling community is heartbroken over the news. We at Revolution Pro Wrestling are absolutely heartbroken to report the loss of our dear friend Curtis Chapman, the organization wrote. We watched Curtis Chapman grow from a child to a young man who loved professional wrestling and continued to excel in all aspects of his life, Rev Pro continued. One of the most gifted technical wrestlers, charismatic characters, and magnetic personalities, I wrote, he will never be forgotten. TMZ noted that Chapman launched into the wrestling career in 2014 with Rev Pro and instantly became a star thanks to his comedic escapades in the ring. Chapman won the Wrestling British Cruiserweight title in 2017 and 2018. He also appeared during a summer match to defend his Resurgence Art House title. Along with Rev Pro, Chapman wrestled with Progress, IPW, and others. Tributes to the young showman poured in all over social media. Two young people, two young athletes, one wrestling, one professional football. As you saw in the video of the Browns game, I saw this video shot from multiple angles. And it was more so that his shoulder hit the turf. And of course, along with your shoulder, your head goes with it. So, of course, he had turf in his helmet. But his convulsions afterwards is not normally done with a brain injury. Done with, quote unquote, what they used to call the ringing of the bell, or your bell rung. So, of course, thank God he was able to walk off on his own power. But at the same time, the Browns and the NFL are being shh about the whole situation. But when you have someone who was never on the field, not even in the stadium, not even in the same state, say, well, you know what, these involuntary convulsions is normally attributed to brain injuries. How do we know? How does Norma Joe and Jane know about this? We don't. And then we go to the pro wrestler, 26 years old, starting out his career in the lesser known wrestling venues. You know, not yet getting up to that level. He could have been. We don't know. He could, you know, one day he might have been in the AEW. He might have been, you know, showed up on SmackDown for the WWE. We don't know. But what we do know is that these two athletes, one died suddenly, quote unquote, and the other got hurt and convulsed while hitting the turf. But yet, we know nothing about both situations. But makes you think, gee, could have been something that had, and could have been something that they took, might have accelerated things. I'm not speculating. I'm not assuming. I'm just saying. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below, like it, share, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell, help the channel grow. We thank all of you who are, of course, followers of it. My audience, appreciate you. And to the family of Kurt Chapman, my condolences. And to the family of Elijah Moore, hopefully he recovers and gets back on the field. But first of all, safety comes first before the game. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.